we are getting closer and closer to figuring out who the killer is. However, Nekomaru, it is because of you that the doorknob loosened. I guess I should be thankful that you tried to open that door. Because of that, we had that evidence as well, which definitely helped. Then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Mm-hmm. Though the question still remains. I mean, we figured out the structure of the funhouse. We figured out how Nekomaru fell to his death. But who could the killer be?
You finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
Kazuichi.
Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
God frickin' damn it, Kazuichi.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Yeah, what?
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
Kazuichi, shut up! Don't be... God... You... Dude, you are going insane over here. Just calm down a little bit. Think about this. Come on, man.
This guy, he gets off on this.
Yeah,
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. Yeah, this can only mean one thing. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I can think of that happened to him was... Wait, what, again? Cola came out of his eyes. Yeah, sure. The moment Nekomaru hit the floor, Cola came out of his eyes. That's what happened, right? Cola? It wasn't Rebo's tea? Wait, who freaking cares? That's totally not it anyway.
Crap!
I mean, come on, Hajime. Come on. What, are you trying to work with your gut feeling over here as well? Come on. Wait, what did it say over there? I think it said something... fuck it. I think I missed it, but... Yeah, he collided with a pillar.
I see!
That's why there was, like, blue oil on the
Nekomaru
pillar.
fell to the floor. He ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
Yeah, finally. The pillar! It's our time to shine once again. Akane.
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
Mm-hmm. That actually explains it. Wow, holy crap.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, good job, Akane.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
Probably a coincidence. Or... I guess he thought of that... The killer thought of that as well, but... Probably he thought of the floor.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm?
The alarm?
I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Oh! She said it again!
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
Nope, sorry. You are definitely a bro right now. You are our friend, so that means we can tease you, man. You are our very best baby gangsta.
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m. And if we found Nekomaru's body there, It would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
That is true. I mean, the alarm must have been destroyed when he fell, and he surely fell before 7 a.m. before the Monokuma Tai Chi.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed.
Truly, Mr. Gundam Tanaka, but we will find a solution to this. Don't you worry. We will find the absolute truth. And this one absolute truth will hit the killer really hard in the head.
How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know.
Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction. Non-stop debate! Heck yeah! Another debate over here. But yeah, I think you guys all noticed that this is starting to become a really long trial by now.
We headed for Great Tower before 7 a.m. I am certain.
Okay.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
That is true.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it!
Actually, I don't know about that one, Akane. I mean, you are thinking well, and hell, I think I thought of that too. Well, actually, no. Is the killer? I think I thought about this before, but is the killer actually able to set the alarm himself or herself inside Nekomaru's body? Or is only Nekomaru able to set the alarm for his clock? The alarm that caused Nekomaru's death rang at 7:30 a.m. But we discovered his body before 7 a.m. I need to crush one possibility at a time if I'm going to break through this contradiction.
We headed for Great Tower before 7 a.m. I am certain.
The clock alarm's timer? And what was the other thing? Nekomaru's used this alarm clock to recover from sleep mode. The clock's arms are stopped at around 7:30, and the alarm was set to 7:30 as well. Okay, so I'm gonna take a guess and say that Nekomaru can automatically set the alarm once he presses the good night button. So I'm actually thinking about this. I thought about this before the class trial. However, radio clock.
Killer probably did some tampering.
What was the radio clock? Well, it says that it automatically adjusts itself if its time is off. It's an amazingly precise clock that can't be tampered with. Not even to set the time. Okay, so
They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
I think I found the solution to this. At least I don't have to contradict Akane over here.
Tower before 7 a.m. I am certain.
Well, actually,
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
no, you're wrong, Fujiko. What? Well, it wasn't set. Wait, actually, hold on. Did he investigate Nekomaru's body? The alarm in his chest was set to 7:30 a.m. There's no way that's a mistake. Okay.
We headed for Great Tower before 7 a.m. I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking there.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
No, actually, hold on.
His time of death from the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did some. They probably messed with the clock and.
Nah, this is what I'm supposed to do. There you go.
No, that's wrong.
I don't know what I was thinking with Fuyuhiko there. I kinda said that.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
No.
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
There you go. That's a good idea, Kazuichi.
The clock inside Grape House?
Mm-hmm.
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse. Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
You really listen to such a piece of trash like me.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
Yeah, Gundam, you should consider that a misunderstanding, you know. Just saying. You are off to a good start over here. Come on, man.
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
This time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Oh. Hajime's stare over here. Could it mean that perhaps we overlooked something? Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Yep, he's thinking. He's channeling his inner power. His inner fighting spirit. Think. If I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Logic dive or... logic dive, okay. So another one of these right here. But yeah. Given the fact that we cannot tamper with Nekomaru's alarm clock inside his body, this could only mean that the killer is able to tamper with the clocks. Like, the only other possibility would be that the killer tampered with the clocks inside the tower. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? Who the killer is. Oh god, oh man, I didn't do it on time, but where the murder happened, the time, well, obviously the time in the building here. We completely misunderstand who the killer is all this time, even though I have like no clue who the killer is. Or maybe everybody knows who the killer is, and nobody even told me about this. But then again, if we knew who the killer is, then why the fuck? Aw, man. Then why the fuck are we still doing this class job? we should go straight to punishing that bastard, whoever did this. All right. Oh wow. Now we're doing such precise movement over here. I swear I never knew that Hajime would be that good at snowboarding. Which clock was tampered with? Nekomaru's well, the building's clocks, given the fact that we cannot tamper with Nekomaru's radio clock. Clock. Well, yeah, who knew that Hajime would be so good at snowboarding in his mind? I mean, really, dude? Maybe you should be considered the ultimate snowboard player. Like, snowboard... I guess that's how you say it. The ultimate snowboard man. The Silver Hajime. Which house had the wrong time? Both houses had the wrong time. This could mean one thing, given the fact that Fuyuhiko and Sonia thought of those as well. They are both tampered with. Oops. Why the fuck did I do that? I don't know. Ah, I have to answer this again? Okay. I guess I wanted to be all Silver Hajime over here. Silver Surfer Hajime over here. And just go into deep space. Woo! Silver Surfer Hajime!
It's all coming together. You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
Well, maybe all the clocks had the wrong time, making you confused and saying that all the clocks were right.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
Huh?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Oh, what do we have over here? We have the older Nagito over here? What is this?
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
She's right. That's the main problem. I need to clarify by how much time was off after the killer messed with the clocks. That's definitely the next mystery. I'm going to reach the truth in one go. Oh, I think that's simple too. Akane's account, Fuyuhiko's account, Nagito's sudden appearance. Alright, let's see if we can go through this fast. I ain't feeling it right now, ladies and gents. I ain't feeling
The
it.
time in the building was all messed up. Then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
Mm-hmm.
The time
Well,
was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down? If only I heard the sound when you fell. It would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
well, not his scream.
Type to let out a scream.
Only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough. We would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
That's right. Ifs do not exist on this road. Because he is the ultimate weapon. By how much time did the killer adjust the time inside the building? How would I even figure that out? Oh, come on, Hajime. It is quite elementary. Let's see. Not that. Maybe that?
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down? If only I heard the sound when you fell. It would have been.
Well, how about okay.
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
I mean, Sonia has an idea over there.
If does not exist in this world.
However, I can't say that, well, I don't have the tipped over pillar. Wall clock. I mean, we don't even have the wall clock truth bullet over here. Okay. Why is it I'm being a little confused over here. We have the radio clock truth bullet, we have the clock's alarm timer truth bullet, the wall clock truth bullet. There are like so many like technically when we have a free Hiko's account. We have a clock over here. Like, it's getting a little confusing as to which clock I'm supposed to use. Do we even have the wall clock? God damn it. Gundam. Wall clock, wall clock, wall clock. Or maybe, let's not forget about memorizing.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
No.
Is what time it's in our time.
Are there any clues that can be used in there? If only I heard the sound when he fell. It would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
Not
Tried
he.
to let out
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that.
Hold on, Akane's account. What was Akane's account exactly? Ah.
If does not exist in this world.
Akane, Sonia, I think it's your time to shine, ladies. Let's see.
The time of death.
So that's what it was. Let's see.
Problem is, what time in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used? If only I heard the sound when he fell.
There you go. Haha!
I agree with that.
You go, girl. Another consent with Sonia. My god.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling? I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Yep. More specifically, the pillar that broke.
Well, the huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Wait, what? You didn't hear it at all?
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
It could be? I mean, that could be it.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
Oh, poor thing. But if so, then why didn't you hear it?
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning. Huh? You can tell? I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge. Excellent work, Akane!
If that rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30 a.m., it's like the answer to how much our time was off is literally right in front of me. Oh, yeah, surely by 2 hours.
I see!
2 hours!
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
Oh!
2 hours? That much?
Ooh!
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Wait a second. There is something that I thought about before the investigation, ladies and gents. There was something that Monokuma also said, that we all ditched the Monokuma Tai Chi. And I was thinking about that because Hajime, Sonia, Chiaki, and Akane went to Grape Tower before 7 a.m. in time for the Monokuma Tai Chi, and yet Monokuma said that we all ditched it. You know what this means, ladies and gents? He said that we all ditched it because the time was off. By the time we went to Grape Tower to discover Nekomaru's body, it was past 7 a.m. Holy God!
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they could lure out just Nekomaru.
Because he has the radio clock. Lure out only Nekomaru?
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone. From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing? If they were trying to lure out only not Akane, Nekomaru, and that specific thing is... God damn it. Massage time! In order to lure only Nekomaru, did the killer take advantage of massage time? Then is the killer... His most freaking massage customer! Me? Of course not. That has nothing to do with the time anyway. Oh my god, could it be a.k.a? His most frequent customer? Nah. It was definitely the radio, like the clock's alarm. Or no, wait a second. Monokuma Tai Chi? No, that would just... You mean the clock in the lounge that Fuyuhiko and the others heard? But Nekomaru didn't go there. What's the point of luring him to the lounge anyway? Nah. Are you suggesting that Akira and Nekomaru took a stroll to the crime scene? Just the two of them?
Damn it!
Well, I think that's the Nagito that we knew before. Okay, so it's definitely... Monokuma Tachi! There we go. One second left. 1.5.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Wait a second. Yeah, that's right. Because Fuyuhiko saw Nekomaru go... Because Fuyuhiko saw Nekomaru at 5 a.m. I thought it was 5:30 for some reason. I don't know why.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m.
Yep.
And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Yeah, I think Hajime is thinking of what I was thinking before.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
Jeez, how outrageous. I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Mm-hmm. That was actually a hint from Monokuma. Or an indirect hint, or something like that. Maybe a little bit of a slip of the tongue.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Or maybe you shot yourself in the paw.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
I never heard of that.
Wrong! Too bad!
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it! It's incorrect!
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Ah, that's how brothers are.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru,
The peanut gallery. I don't know why, it's funny when I hear that. Peanut gallery.
the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar.
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Hmm.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now.
What?
The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge.
Oh, it was Nagito.
We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell? Who is it? Who's the bastard?
It's whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? Huh! Wait, so am I supposed to... No, it can't be. Wait, I see it? Well, Nagito doesn't have an alibi because he said it himself. He didn't hear the sound. Well, Sonia said that she didn't hear the sound at all as well. Oh man, Sonia. No. Nagito?
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
I seriously doubt that Nagito is the killer. But yeah, that's a legit good question. Like, where were you at that time, Nagito?
Please, say something. If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't?
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
Well, yes. But still, why? Like, are you lying about this? Like, why would you lie about this? He couldn't.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me.
Yeah, but she said that herself as well before.
It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
So, Sonia and Nagito didn't hear the alarm, nor the rumbling sound, and they were in their room.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
That Chucky? Huh?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
What the three of you have in common? The rooms? Wait a second. The Deluxe rooms. Could that be it? The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise were Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The secret is what these three have in common? Could this also be the secret that points to the killer? Okay. Well, what could it be? What do they all have in common? D? Oh, wow. They were all in the Deluxe rooms. And based on what Monokuma said, the Deluxe rooms have like insulation from sound. The same way all the students had in the first Killing game. Okay. Ah, damn it. Okay. Okay, get rid of these. Get rid of that. That. What else? There you go. The Deluxe rooms! So that's why they didn't hear the sound.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in Deluxe rooms, right?
Yeah.
If I recall, the Deluxe rooms are...
The guest rooms are divided up by quality grade. The Deluxe rooms is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. The standard room may have so-so insulation, but it's still pretty decent. And the Kirby room has severe airflow and draft problems.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise...
That's right. It was because the Deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent?
Oh my fucking god, seriously, fuck you, Nagito, fuck you! Oh my fucking god. Well, okay, so what does this mean exactly? Where are we going at this?
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
The true identity of Nekomaru's killer? Wait, based on the Deluxe rooms?
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
Decisive factor? Hold on a second. You mean... Somehow... I feel like I understand what Nagito means. The killer among us. The killer among us. Who could it be? Like, well... The killer who murdered Nekomaru. Wait a second. Oh yeah, Nagito, Chiaki, and Sonia had the Deluxe rooms. Nobody had the standard room, and everybody else, like Kazuichi and Fujihiko, have the crummy rooms. So I don't understand how. Don't tell me. Oh my fucking god! You're not telling me that. No. No. You're telling me that.
You're the only one!
Oh my fucking god.
there's something I want to ask you.
Gundam. You were in the lounge. You were in the deluxe rooms as well. And yet you came to the lounge? Don't tell me that you... Gundam?
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
Hear what? You know what we are talking about, Gundam.
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it,
Gundam?
Gundam?
There is only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Because of Fuyuhiko?
Me?
What?
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Oh my... Fuck!
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
Because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. If Gundam tried to go to his deluxe room, Fuyuhiko would have seen him.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room. Just like us.
Just like Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi. Because
He
I
was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hey, what are you doing? This ruckus. It's louder than the supreme ruler of the Netherworld bellowing for sacrifice. Look who makes all that noise so suddenly.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down. If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
What? Eh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument?
Well, I can totally believe that. Let's go to the next suspect, shall we?
You bastard. Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth will now commence.
Oh my god. Gundam. You. Why?
At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Wait, hold on a second. You can't decide such a thing right now, Nagito. We cannot do this just yet. We have to be 100% sure that Gundam is the killer or not. Well, who knows? Maybe somebody else is a killer. I mean, I wish. We don't have solid proof for this. I mean, it's like Gundam said. He probably went to the bathroom.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
The opening act? But what do you mean?
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce?
A farce? What are you trying to say here, Nagito?
Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
So boring, so stressful. We're talking about the death of Nekomaru over here, you bastard! You... What do you mean by all this? What is it that you know? Why are you saying that this is an opening act? I mean, granted, we still have the finale of the adventure when a lot of things will happen, and it will all depend on these class trials, but still, what are you trying to say here?
Seriously, let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
No! We are not gonna do this. Not yet. We don't know if Gundam is the true killer in this case.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you. Didn't it?
Definitely.
At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
He probably did discover something. For sure. But we won't know for now, that's for sure. We won't know, but moving back to the topic at hand, could it really be that Gundam is the killer? In that case, I guess I should prepare for what's worst to come, eh?